This is the 2006 question 1. A lift starts from rest. For the first part of its descent, it travels with uniform acceleration f. It then travels with uniform retardation 3f and comes to rest, and the total distance travelled is d, and the total time taken is t. Mass for speed time graph. Okay, let's have a look at speed and time. Down the bottom we have time. We have speed. And a dog ripping up a plastic bag. Apologies. So v is the speed, the max speed. So let's have a look here. We have from rest to speed v and back down again. It doesn't really matter that the slopes of these lines are pretty much the same, even though this one is f and this one is 3f, and we have t1 and t2, and we have obviously the total time will be at this point t is total time, and we're given d is the distance, and we would have an angle in here and an angle in here. So let's have a look here. The tan of a is equal to the slope, which is f, but it's also equal to O over a, and this is a v on both sides, so v over t1 is the tan of a. So that means that v over t1 is equal to f. So we could probably use f here. Let's leave it as f is equal to v over t1, or we could get t1 is equal to v over f, whichever one helps us of these two. We'll see now in a second. On the other side, we have the tan of b is equal to O, which is v over a, which is t2, and that's also equal to the slope, which is 3f. So t2 equal to v over 3f. So we can get the total time. We can get t1 plus t2 here. We want d in terms of f and t, so we want t1 and t2 out. So t1, t2 added together gives t, and if we add our two together, we get v over 3f for t2 plus v over f for t1. So if we imagine this was 3v over 3f, it would still be v over f. So we now have the same denominator, so we have 4v over 3f is equal to t, and half the base by the height is equal to the distance. Do I need that here? Half the base by the height. What do we ask for d in terms of f and t? The total distance travelled is half the base, which is t, by the height, which is v. So we want d in terms of f and t, so we need to get rid of v. So over here we can say that 4v is equal to 3ft. So v is equal to 3ft over 4. So if we sub that in, we're going to get the distance to be half times t times 3ft over 4, which looks like it's 3ft squared over 2 4s are 8 for the distance in terms of f and t.